Hey guys, this is Matt Core from ctrl+paint.com, and today we're going to look at one very small mystery about the brush tool. My guess is you've encountered this, but you don't know that it was happening. The symptom is just, hey, why is my brush not working the way it's supposed to? I thought this brush had texture in it, and obviously it doesn't have any texture right now. Or maybe you thought it would get bigger if you pressed harder, and right now you're pressing hard and it's not getting bigger. So I'm just going to call this brush behaving badly. Why might it be doing that? So let's open up our brush panel here, and you can see these are all the various properties that define a brush preset. One of them is texture, and in this case, there's my problem. Well, what happens is some brushes might have one property while others don't have that property. So this basic round here, for instance, has no texture, and you can tell because there's no check mark here in the texture box. Well, for some reason, there's a lock. So if I were to say lock texture options, and I did that while there was no texture on my current brush, now a real bad problem happens. I switch to any other brush, like my charcoal side that has a lot of texture, and all of a sudden, it doesn't have texture. That little lock has overridden the property globally, which is to say any brush I use until I unlock that little lock is not going to have texture. So to fix this brush, I don't need to change any settings. All I need to do is unlock this stupid little lock. You can do it on any brush, and then pick the brush I wanted. So here I pick charcoal side again, and there's the texture. This brings up a great question, and you might be asking it right now. Okay, well, what is the lock for? Why do we want it? I have no idea. This is just one of those mysteries that's always been in Photoshop. I've never once used it for any sort of positive benefit. It's just a liability. So if you work at Adobe and you're watching this video, send me an email. I'd love to hear why this little lock is in here, because as far as I can tell, it's just to confuse beginners. So just to recap, if your brush is behaving badly, open the brush panel and look to see if any of these tiny little locks look like that. Unlocked is good, and almost always locked is bad. Have fun painting.